One of the hardest things to do in trading, if not the hardest thing, is to maintain a position in the trend to maximize any return. It's all very well getting in, we can all get in, but it's the staying in to maximize the profit potential that a trend can return. And this is the issue that we all face, many traders face, because we all make small losses. That's part and parcel of trading. And the issue to move forward in terms of a trading account is obviously to generate larger returns from the profit potential from longer term trends that develop. And this is always the problem. So it's an issue of staying in a trend and maintaining and maximizing the profit potential from any trend that develops. And this is the reason we developed two specific trend indicators, of which this is the first. This is called the trends indicator. Sometimes we call it the trend dots for obvious reasons. And as I say, it was primarily developed to help with this issue of maintaining the trend once you're in and helping you to give you the confidence, if you like, to stay in that position through the minor pullbacks and the congestion phases that all trends move into at some point. So what we did with the trend dots, and what I've arranged it on here, and I'm going to do another video with an example to the downside. This is on the NQ. This is on 4 time frames. Top left is 1 minute, top right is 3 minutes. At the bottom left we've got 5 minutes, and over on the right we've got 10 minutes. So I've applied the indicator. So how does the indicator work? Well, in several different ways. First of all, from a visual perspective, clearly you can see the changes in color here. We have the bullish in blue dots here. We have the congestion phases here when we're moving into white congestion, or you can have it as gray. And also we have the red of when a potential reversal is setting up. So that's from really a visual perspective. But in addition to that, the trend dots also give us another piece of information, if you will, as the trend is developing. And that is the position of the actual dot itself. When we're in uptrend, as we are here, we start to come into this uptrend. What you'll see is the dots move below. In other words, they're pushing up. They're trying to push the price up, push the price up, push the price up. So they are basically below the price action. When we get these reversals, you'll see them roll through the body of the candle and then obviously move to the top into the downtrend. So they're now pushing down onto the downtrend. Then we're into another congestion phase through the bodies of the candle, and then we gradually start to move underneath and start to push up again. So you can see this facet of the trend dot itself in terms of its positioning in relation to the price spread. And as you can see here, once you move to the bottom, as the price moves quickly, then you get more clear water below, starts to push up, then we move into this congestion phase, we move into the body of the candle, we go over the top there, we're on the top there, we move into congestion, we change color, we're into white, we come out the other side as this little trend comes to an end and moves up a little bit higher away from the congestion area. So that's one aspect of the trend dot itself. So you've got the color change, you've got these 3 color changes, you have the red and the blue, and when it's in congestion it changes to either a white or a gray, and of course you can change these yourselves in the user inputs. Now what I've also done on the lower 2 charts here, these have a slightly different configuration, because within the indicator itself you can adjust the sensitivity. So whereas, for example, up here we had this very fast change, and this is a key point about the trend dots, they work very, very close to the price action. So they are extremely sensitive. If you like, they're much more of a scalping precision type tool, if you will, but they are they are very close to the price action and therefore will change relatively quickly. So what they're giving you is a real heads up, very close to the price action in terms of potential changes in trend. As I say, close to the price action at the coal face, if you like. Now what I've done down here on these lower 2 charts is I've actually adjusted the sensitivity, which is something you can do within the indicator itself. So in other words, what you see here is the uptrend, the trends are starting to flatten, as the trend starts to come to a minor pause point or perhaps a reversal, they move up to the top, they move into the body, then they change color. But on this particular setting, there's no change to red. They've simply stayed as the congestion color of white or gray, whatever is your preference. And then we come out the other side back into the uptrend. We're moving below, and we've got the nice uptrend flattening off here into the body of the candle. Then we come out the other side, we're supporting into the body again, but we're supporting, up we go, and into the tail end of the trend. So what you'll notice here, and this is on the 10-minute time frame, what you'll notice here, there are no red trend dots because I've desensitized it a little bit. I've tuned it down. You can think of it like the volume control on a radio, if you like. It's adjusting that sensitivity to the one that you prefer. So you can increase the sensitivity or you can reduce the sensitivity. In other words, give you a more defined reversal from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. So as I say, at the bottom here, we've got no red trend dots. We've gone into this congestion phase. We've come out again. We've gone into the bullish trend. We've got more congestion building here. And then we come out into our uptrend again. The trend dots move below, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and up into the tail end of the trend at the top of the chart there. So just to recap on the trends indicator and how it will help and what it will do for you in your trading. First of all, recognize the fact it works very close to the price action, and therefore the changes in the trend dot color will react very quickly to changes in the sentiment intraday. So that's the first point. Recognize that the trend dot, it's not just about the color of the trend dot, but also its relative position to the price action, whether it's pushing up from below, whether it's moving through the body of the candle, or whether it's pushing down from above. So recognize those two aspects of it, and the fact that it is very sensitive, very, very tight on the price action, so it will change very quickly. And that's the reason we always recommend that you use it in conjunction with the trend monitor, which I'm going to do in a separate video. The two indicators, these are both trend-based. They're both designed to help you to stay in and maximize profit potential from any trend. But that's the reason we always recommend that you use the trend indicator with the trend monitor, because the trend monitor takes a more considered view of changes in trend. So in other words, trends will give you that instant heads up. The trend monitor, if you like, will then confirm it for you because it takes a slower term view of the changes in the trend. And just to remind you, with the trend indicator, as I showed you at the bottom of the charts, on these two charts at the bottom, you can adjust the sensitivity. So you can either have it extremely sensitive, as we've got it at the top two charts, or you can desensitize it a little bit so that it gives you more control, gives you more comfort that, yes, I am actually seeing congestion build, and now I'm actually seeing a true change in trend, or I'm purely seeing true congestion building without having the red trend dots in there as well. It's a terrific indicator. Use it in that way, and it will help you to, as I say, to maximize the profit potential from any trend once you're in. Hope you've enjoyed this particular video. Lots more to come, so thanks for watching. See you soon, and bye for now.